These new Sony headphones cost even more than Beats, and that's saying something. They have a staggering price tag of $450, which somehow even makes the Beats Studio Pro look affordable in comparison. While both are competent in their own right, they differ significantly in features. After hands-on testing with both headphones, is the extra cost of the XM6 worth it? Let's find out. Sony has worked out many of the quirks from the previous XM5, fixing issues like fragile hinges and awkward controls. I appreciate the improved folding hinge and soft touch case that, while minimalist, still offers pretty good protection. The ear cups are shallow though, and the padding is minimal, so if you have large ears, you might experience comfort issues with the new XM6. There's an ANC unit in the ear cup as well that can rub against your ears and cause some discomfort for team members here in our office. But the Beats Studio Pro are also not ideal for those with a large head or large ears. The small ear cups and tight fit cause discomfort in under an hour for some of our team members. People with glasses, long hair, or larger heads will likely find these headphones especially frustrating. Build quality also feels cheaper with odd decisions like thin headband padding and overly stiff hinges. The Beats Studio Pro have physical buttons. While physical buttons are more intuitive, they require a firm press against your head, and the click sound is quite loud. On the other hand, the XM6 have physical buttons for ANC pass-through and power and Bluetooth, as well as capacitive touch controls on the right ear cup to control playback. Now, the XM6 is absolutely stacked with features. Through the Sony Connect app, you get access to a 10-band equalizer, spatial audio via 360 reality audio, DSE Extreme, advanced Bluetooth settings, and even head gestures. While the omission of USB audio is disappointing, Sony's software suite gives power users nearly everything else they could want. Beats Studio Pro, on the other hand, provides a more streamlined experience. Despite lacking an H1 or H2 chip, it surprisingly includes a USB DAC for wired listening, something that Sony headphones don't offer. You also get Apple's Find My support, head tracking spatial audio, and fast pairing with Apple devices, while Android users can download the Beats app for some customization options. Overall, the Sony XM6 have the slight edge when it comes to features and customization options though. Sony's XM6 headphones support Bluetooth 5.3 with LDAC, AAC, SPC, and LC3. Multipoint works if you accept a drop-in codec quality, and wired audio is supported through the 3.5mm jack. However, there's no USB-C audio pass-through, which is a notable omission, especially in 2025. The Beats Studio Pro support SPC and AAC via Bluetooth, plus both 3.5mm and USB-C wired listening. The USB-C DAC is a standout feature, offering lossless wired audio and EQ presets over a wired connection. The Beats headphones have the advantage when it comes to wired listening, while the Sony headphones have the advantage with wireless connectivity tech. Sony takes the win in battery life, though both headphones perform well. The XM6 clocked in at 37 hours and 14 minutes in our battery test, easily covering long-haul flights or full work weeks. Fast charging is efficient too, giving you 3 hours of playback with a 3-minute charge. The Beats Studio Pro trails a bit with 31 hours and 25 minutes, but still offers pretty good endurance. It also supports fast charging. 10 minutes yields 4 hours of playback. While the Studio Pro's battery life is slightly shorter, it still holds up as a solid option for commuters. Sony's XM6 microphone array uses AI noise extraction and 6 beamforming mics to excellent effect. In our tests, it performed admirably in windy and reverberant environments, delivering clear voice capture even outdoors. The Beats Studio Pro microphone quality varies depending on what device you are connected to, with improved noise rejection when connected to Apple devices. You can head over to our website though to hear all of our microphone samples in a variety of simulated environments. The Sony XM6 are superior to the Beats Studio Pro when it comes to blocking out noise. According to our testing, the Sony XM6 canceled an average of 87% of external noise with ANC enabled, whereas the Beats Studio Pro cancel out an average of 79% of external noise when ANC is turned on. In most cases, this difference isn't that extreme, but you will notice the benefit of the XM6 if you are traveling or in otherwise noisy environments. Most people will enjoy the sound quality of both the Sony XM6 and the Beats Studio Pro. Surprisingly, the Sony headphones offer slightly more bass out of the box according to our testing data. You get a much better EQ experience with the Sony app than with the Beats onboard controls, so if you like tweaking sound quality to your preferences, you'll definitely want to go with Sony. With the Beats headphones, you can only select from different EQ presets when they're in wired mode, not wireless mode, which is the mode you'll probably be using most of the time. The XM6 also supports Sony 360 reality audio with select streaming service, whereas the Beats Studio Pro supports spatial audio with Apple devices. Both headphones score equally high in sound quality according to MDAX, with an overall rating of 4.8 on a scale from 1 to 5. This means that there's a high chance that no matter which headphone you pick, you'll probably like the way they sound straight out of the box. We can see that both headphones follow our SoundGuys preference curve relatively close. Surprisingly, the XM6 have slightly more bass below 200 Hz, whereas the Beat Studio Pro have more treble emphasis from 5 to 12 kHz. Overall, there's a very high chance that you're going to enjoy whichever one you pick, so don't worry too much. At $50, the Sony XM6 sits for $50, $450,
Oh, I wish it was
$50. At $450, the Sony XM6 sits at the premium end of the market. The Beat Studio Pro launched at $350, which makes it the cheaper option, but since the Studio Pro are a few years older, you're also more likely to find them on sale. During big sale events such as Black Friday, we've seen the Beat Studio Pro dip below $200. At that price, these are an excellent value buy. Ultimately, your decision here depends on your budget. If you want the best, the XM6 deliver, but they'll cost you a lot. On the other hand, if you can find the Beat Studio Pro on sale, they're still a pretty good purchase. Unless you need the absolute best features and performance, you're probably fine sticking with the Beat Studio Pro. For most people, these are very serviceable noise-canceling headphones. If you really do want the best wireless headphones that money can buy though, you might be considering the AirPods Max. Make sure to check out this video where we compare the AirPods Max to the XM6.